Good morning. What a beautiful day again it is. You know, who are you trusting in your life to turn the lemons you live with from time to time into lemonade? Who are you trusting? Well, I'm going to share that with you, and I'm going to share some principles from that how-to for your life and building your lemonade stand. But first, I want to share some with you. Life has examples all through it. But unless you get behind the curtain, you're really going to miss the ability to see what's really going on. You know, one of the things they talk about on Facebook, and I love Facebook for its use in a positive way, but one of the things on Facebook is that you see everybody's front stage, and you see all the good, all the beauty, all the, selfies that are just perfectly done. But you never see behind the stage in people's lives, really. You never see what's really going on and what it took to ramp that up. Well, that's what leads me into the teaching of today's inspiration, which is, who are you trusting to turn your lemons in your life into lemonade? You've heard me say that if you've listened to my program over and over again. When things challenge me and when things get in front of me, when the mountains get too high, the valleys get too low, I'll always, sooner or later, by prayerful thought and meditation, remember that I need to turn lemons into lemonade. And I have seen some of the most traumatic, tremendous problems turn into incredible lemonade stands. And I want to share with you what I've learned behind the scenes. I want to pull the curtain open and share with you two principal scriptures that are so powerful, and then tell you a real story that took place this very weekend, which was yesterday, at the zoo, of all places. You know, Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, your own strength, your own power, your intelligence." It's a little add-on by Jeffrey Paul. But the reality is that we so often work harder than trust stronger. And then there's Zechariah 4:6, which is one of my favorite. I've given it to my boys forever and ever. Zechariah 4:6 and 7. "Not by your strength and not by your power, but by the Spirit that lives within you," which is God himself. Well, the story I wanted to share with you is that over the last 2 or 3 weeks especially, and maybe 2 or 3 months, the Weeks for Kids annual 11th event at the zoo that helps us send the message out about Weeks for Kids and provide funding for Weeks for Kids and provide fun for the kids, fun for the families, and fun for the community, was jeopardized by the dropping of the ball of an individual that I'll leave outside the picture. Everything crumbled, everything seemed to be lost, and the challenge I had was I was going to have to cancel the event, not to keep our promise that they all look forward to, and all the work that had gone on ramping it up to that point. It looked like I had to cancel. I had to go away for a whole week and literally just take in some wisdom from my board of directors, some great wisdom from my staff. But after all that, I still had to go for walks and hear from the Lord, his voice, his still voice that I share with you so much. But I was so much blockage, so much impossibility, so much eagerness to quit or go forward or work harder, all running through my head and my heart. As much as I try to be inspired, there still are those times that we get blinded. And then the curtain was pulled aside. And the curtain was pulled aside so I could see behind. What's the real reason for doing what I'm doing? What's the real purpose? Who really called me to do this? Or is it a mistake and I should cancel it? All that said, the decision that came on my journal, almost the last morning that I had to announce 2 weeks prior to the event that it was either canceled or that it was going to go forward, I got in my journal, "Go forward, but trust in me. Your purpose and your reasoning has been made clear. Now, do not trust in your strength. Do not look at the mountains that sit before you. Don't look at the challenges that look impossible. Do not reason with the mind of man, but reason and walk in the trust with God. And I will do what I've promised to do." Well, it's easy to write those words down, and it's easy even to speak those words, but to live it when you get tired, when you get frustrated, when you get challenged, when you even get angry, when you just start to blame everybody and everything else, you start to fall back. And suddenly, again, the curtain was pulled aside. And the curtain was shown to me of a beautiful brother of mine, a brother that's walked with me for decades. And that's to trust in the Lord and lean not on your own understanding. I saw that brother in my mind's eye and my spirit. I remembered how he lives his life more than just speaks his words, what he's taught me through his life and his words. And I just kept pressing on with that thought. And it carried us through an incredible event. Yesterday, by the strength and the power of God, by the diligence of my son Caleb and Melissa and wonderful volunteers and friends and people and caring people and community, we had one of the most magnificent events we've ever had at the zoo yesterday on our 11th year. Incredible, incredible, incredible time. If you haven't seen some of the live footage, please go watch that because it was incredible. Little kids, big kids, Brent doing his thing with cutting some incredible ponytails on Supergirl, and it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable, and I've done these for over 35 years now. But in turn, all that said, everybody saw the front stage. Everybody saw the front stage that was incredible and happy and joyful and, just jubilation. Even the rain held off until the finish of our event. But the most important part is behind the stage. And that's what I want you to learn, and that's what I want to challenge you today about. Behind the stage was knowing, trusting, and believing that what was impossible by all of us trying our hardest, trying our best for a good cause, wasn't good enough. What was needed, unseen, unspoken about, was the power of God working through us, working all things together for the good when people truly trust Him and allow Him to do what He loves to do, and that's bless us. So in today, and this is your challenge, today, as you live today through, I want to ask you this question, and I want you to ask yourself this question. Who are you trusting to turn the lemons of your life that come upon us from season to season into lemonade, sweet and refreshing? I challenge you, as Zechariah 4:6 and Proverbs 3:5 and 6 say, trust in the Lord and lean not on your own understanding. It won't be by your strength and power that you'll accomplish magnificent things. You might accomplish good things, but not magnificent things, beyond what you could ask or imagine. So today, turn some lemons into lemonade by trusting in Him. Have a beautiful day. I just can't wait to see you tomorrow. I'm going to be sharing some time with my friend Brent and Jen. They're from Atlanta. They were part of the program, along with my cousins and friends and my son and Melissa and my other son and my grandchildren. It's going to be a celebrated day to celebrate what God has done mightily beyond what we could do because of His love for us. Have a beautiful day.